Hey, welcome to the First Issue Club. We're your weekly comic book podcast where, just like Sue Storm, we love a good read. It's a new month, a reset to your bank account, and a great opportunity to blow it all again on collectibles. You're not going to regret it. You never do. These are things you'll cherish for the rest of your life. This is your legacy. Let's be honest. You don't have anything else going on, really. The thing you're going to leave behind is the stuff you own, dude. What other contributions to society do you have? You've curated something incredible. That's what you've done with your time on this earth. That's what I'm doing. This sounds like a diss track. It's not, as I'm talking about myself. And you're probably a little bit like me. You're like us. We're nerds in the comic book space. And we love it. And we're going to do what we always do. We're going to buy more comics and read more comics, just like we are this week. We have tons of great new first issues to talk about. Before we get to them, let's meet the cast and crew of First Issue Club today, and then get into some comic book news, yada, yada, yada. You know the deal. Who's with me today? I'm Mike D. Who else is here?
My name is Greg Lichtai. I will be auditioning for host number 2.
And I'm Vargas, and I'm also auditioning for host number 2.
There's no audition. I'm Budget King here once.
He's the casting director.
Yeah. And this is the couch.
And Andy and I are both on the couch.
I loved how existential that intro was. It really got me. It made me think, like, my life is worth something.
That was some manosphere stuff at the beginning. And then quickly pivoted into, like, Richard Simmons, You Are Worthy.
Yes, that was great. Oh, I could.
Every home is a museum.
Yeah.
And you're just showing off your treasures.
That's right. Before we get any further, I do want to say that First Issue Club, one of the premier comic book podcasts,
if not the,
is brought to you lovingly by Boulevard Brewing Company's Space Camper Cosmic IPA, the best beer on Earth? No, in the galaxy.
No, it can't be contained to just Terra.
Mother Gaia?
Hoarding all that delicious space camper?
There's a community of celestial mothers that take Space Camper under their umbrella.
I heard there was a 6-pack on Artemis this weekend.
Oh,
Just
my.
shot right on up there with them.
Does Boulevard know that you give them a baked-in, host-read, ad-lib every single fucking episode?
Yep.
This is platinum.
We also gave them a tagline that they will not use. Yum, yum, give me some down in my tum-tum. Space Camper RPA. It's not a beer. It's a journey.
How about that?
Oh, come on. It even has like a jingle to it in some ways.
Yeah, they sent me a cease and desist.
Yeah, here you are.
Yeah, here I am, still doing it.
Well, it is my favorite IPA and such a fantastic beer. Sampled it all weekend long at Planet Comic-Con. We were at the Boulevard booth doing D&D role recommendations for comic books. It was really fun. You can hear more about that on our Patreon, but shout out to the crew at Boulevard. It's always fun to spend a weekend with you guys at Comic-Con and recommending comic books to people and having people find some commonality and intro into nerddom through the world of beer. So get yourself a delicious Space Camper Cosmic IPA.
Got a little Harry Carey there.
That's what happens when I get excited.
You think Space Camper IPA tastes good on the mood?
Andy, I don't want to put you on the spot,
Uh-oh.
but
He's going to do it anyway.
I'm gonna go for it. We could bail if we need to. Did you have a bit of a game planned?
Oh, yeah.
That we didn't get to on the Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
And I think we can. I think we'll do it.
Let's go.
During our news segment.
Never
today.
ceases to amaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, the news section is a little light.
Yes.
Really, I only say this because we saw so many cosplays of it at Planet Comic-Con. The only newsworthy thing is that Dungeon Crawler Carl is getting a TV show on Peacock. If you're at any con this year, that's going to be the main cosplay. If you see a person walking around in a jean jacket and heart boxers, that's a Carl. just say, hi, Carl.
That's a Carl.
That's the titular Carl. Known dungeon crawler. It's replaced Deadpool's and Harley Quinn's.
Yeah, it went like Breaking Bad, Deadpool.
It is
Dungeon crawler.
We talked for a quick second of just like, what's going to replace Deadpool and Harley Quinn, but after Carl, obviously.
Ow, after post Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah. PC. Post Carl.
We all
We're living in a PC world.
we all can only hope that the Na'vi replace.
Oh, there
Carl.
we go. Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
my blue Nick?
The
Where's
endless.
my blue people?
Where's my sexy Smurfs?
Yeah, how many Navi did you see at the con?
0 still.
No Na'vi, except for me. But that's because I speak it.
Yeah.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I minored in
You,
Na'vi.
you choked on a donut and turned blue.
Did you see any Wicked's green facing it?
No.
Okay.
I saw Wicked.
You did. You did.
I saw a little girl
saw
dressed up
Wicked?
as Wicked Witch of the West.
That's
Okay.
cute.
Yeah.
All right. So the game I have, I was told that you would specifically be interested in this, Budget King.
Yes.
This is a returning game. This is metal band or comic book character.
Let's go.
So I've got 18.
Choices
here.
Come on.
All right, and I'll say at the top, 3 of them are both.
Oh, this is like some ACT shit. This
Yeah.
is what always fucks me up. This is why I'm dumb. Just stick to some rules. Okay, I love that.
Okay.
That's so good.
So of the 18, 3 are both a metal band and a comic book.
Now is this like a group thing? We're just gonna be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
brought this number 2 pencil for nothing.
Number 1, Codpiece.
That's gotta be a metal band.
I was thinking I could just bank on me knowing them, but there's so many metal bands.
So many.
Okay,
superheroes.
Codpiece is I feel like that's just too silly.
I think ironic comic book character for Codpiece.
Yeah.
Oh, I think an ironic metal band like like Anvil, kind of in the same tone of just like goofy.
But Anvil's cool. Codpiece would be like
Anvil's insane.
Anvil's very
You'd have to be
You don't play a guitar with a dildo and get away with being called cool.
That's a good point. You got a movie though. I have to go comic book character, I think.
Codpiece is a comic book
All
character.
right.
Does he from like the Boys or something?
No, he's actually a DC character.
Okay,
Codpiece. I love it.
Extremists.
that's gotta be it. Oh, whoa.
Extremists.
There was that X-Men book with that Leah Williams wrote that had Dazzler, Jubilee. Who else was in Kitty Pryde, I think maybe, and they were all like in that group.
There
I can see Extremists also being
There's
like
a metal band called Hedonist, but Extremist, I feel like would be a cool metal band, like a speed metal band.
or this could be the both one.
The Bull. Oh, I like the Bull. Okay, let's go with Bull.
Both?
I'm gonna say both.
Extremists are a group of comic book characters.
Oh, they're a group.
They're a group.
Okay.
They are a group.
So I was
You were
initially
down, You were
right.
down the right track.
okay.
Crimson Glory.
That's definitely a metal band.
Crimson Glory is a character. I'm gonna go with.
I think comic book
I'm gonna
character
go
too.
character.
Metal band.
No.
This is wild.
Okay, we're all tied up.
Are we? Okay.
Yep, one's across the board.
Atrocitus.
Oh my god.
Atrocitus.
This has to be both.
That's no. I think it's just too metal.
Is
Yeah,
that 80s,
same. I'm gonna say
80s
metal
hair
band.
Atrocitus.
It sounds like the lead singer of a metal band.
Ooh, I like that. So you've made an atrocity, but you are now it's a
You're the king of them.
yeah.
You're the king of atrocities. Or you live on atrocitus.
Okay, I'm gonna go with metal band. What do you think?
We metal band? I'll go superhero. Okay. Mike D, what do you got?
I got metal band.
Both.
Oh,
Damn
Atrocitus is actually the leader of the Red Lantern Corps
Okay,
All right.
and a metal band.
let's go.
What is this a recent metal band? I mean, I don't know if you know.
No, I think
offhand.
they're 80s.
Okay.
At least the cover art looked
nice.
very 80s.
So it's
Dude,
it's Man of War and Atrocitus
I think they were
doing a
like,
European tour.
they were more like old school power metal, so more like thrash stuff.
Okay,
but
yeah, early Metallica.
At least, again, that's what it looked like. Snowflame.
Snow
My initial
Flame.
response is metal band.
Yes.
Snow isn't very metal to me. So
You fool. Do you know where metal comes from?
Oh,
Sweden,
yeah, right.
Finland,
Our
Norway.
our
North
Nordic
Pole.
folks, that's
There's a if
true.
it was Frost Flame, I'd be like metal band.
Oh, Frost
That's-
Flame. That's
Yeah.
definitely.
But Snow Flame, I'm gonna go with. I think it's a female character.
I think so too.
A metal band.
Snowflame is a comic book character that gets his powers from snorting cocaine.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go. Like that wrestler.
All right.
What?
All of them?
What publisher? Yeah.
Every
DC.
For real?
Yeah, they were an 80s character when it's like Coke is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snowflame
Okay.
is
Oh.
bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Chuck
makes sense,
Dixon's over there writing
Yeah.
Snowflame.
Yeah.
That's great.
Crowbot.
Metal band.
I think Metal Band. No, that I might just thinking that because of Crowbar.
Or Crow from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Is
Crowbot.
1,000. I will bet my
Oh,
son's
both.
life.
Let's go both.
I think metal band.
I'm going metal band.
I'll go both.
You go
Straight
both?
up.
Okay.
They are a metal band.
All right.
My son can live.
What are what are they like? Do they like robot
Are they
infused?
math?
No,
Metal?
they're actually like kind of. They're like sludgy, but not quite Mastodon.
Okay.
But very groovy.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
very good. I like Crowbot a lot. I've seen them 4 times.
Oh, nice.
This one sounded more like a comic book character to me, but it almost seemed like a trick question one.
Well,
That's why I went metal
That's
band.
the whole list.
Yeah.
Bloodgood. One word. Bloodgood.
That is superhero.
It's a villain.
I would go both on this one if you want to.
Blood good. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we gotta get them
You,
occasionally.
you guys are both saying both?
Yeah, I'll go
Alright.
both.
I think I'm going to say metal band.
Metal band.
Yeah.
Half right.
Yeah.
We just go both on all of them. We get half right.
Hell yeah.
Blood good. I love it.
Jet Boy. Again, one word.
Oh, that is a character.
B-O-Y or B-O-I?
B-O-Y.
I think we have. It's like, isn't the name of the book?
Well,
Jet Boy.
you can't ask that until we
Yeah.
review
Oh,
it.
yeah,
This
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
20 questions.
I might be thinking of something wrong.
I'll
I'm gonna
go comic character.
Same comic book character.
Metal band.
Ah.
What am I thinking? Airboy, maybe?
Yeah.
Airboy
Okay,
definitely.
Airboy.
is a
Okay,
comic
yeah,
book.
All right, our standings.
777.
Greg, 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Budget King, 2. Mike D, 4.
Ah, come on.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, I gotta step my game
You're
up.
cheating. You're by a laptop.
I didn't even know you were keeping
Ah.
count. Yeah.
King Cobra. 2 words.
Both.
That is both.
Oh, both for sure.
That is both.
All right.
You guys got it.
Ah. Doesn't
Now,
help.
does
That
that count as
doesn't-
1 point
That
or
doesn't
2
help
point?
anybody. We gotta guess off of what Mike guesses.
Yeah. The rest of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do I need to guess first moving forward?
No, it's good.
No, last, if you want us to not copy you.
Overkill. 1 word.
I definitely know it's a band.
Yeah, I'm gonna say both on this one.
Urge overkill. I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna go just metal band, just a zig.
I was okay. So I listed this as just a metal band.
Okay.
Let's go.
Technically, Marvel's Taserface appeared as Overkill, but he's now known as Taserface.
Okay.
But
So,
did he have?
We'll go with metal band.
Was he at one time known as Overkill?
yes, but he's
that's
now known
clearly
as,
a both.
he's now known as Taserface.
So
So
I used to be known as.
Well, I'll get
Greg
ones.
boy.
As long as I don't go down in the ring, I don't care how it
Yeah,
goes.
sound off, chat in the comments.
So everybody's up one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
Tar Pit. 2 words.
Okay.
Metal band.
Metal band.
Yeah, have to
Yeah,
go metal
I
band.
can't imagine a character named Tar Pit. Like, what do they do?
Like, is it pterodactyl?
They fight the Flash because they are a comic book character.
Yes. What is
2
the
words even?
Yeah.
Did
what's
anyone-
what's the pterodactyl character's name?
Sauron.
Sauron. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He doesn't want to cure cancer. He wants to turn people into dinosaurs.
Which noble.
Yeah.
He's doing things to the genome.
Mortician.
Mm.
This is too easy to go both.
Yeah, how many boths have we had so far?
Well, we had a technicality which I don't think any would have counted.
That
You
is
didn't-
correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So then we had one.
We have one remaining both. Is that right?
Yes. So I'm gonna go superhero.
I'll go band.
I'm gonna invoke my last both.
Both.
Oh no! He's pulling away with it. He's pulling it away.
All right. So this one is splitting hairs, but
Perfect.
it's very. There is a clear answer.
Uh-huh.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
It's a character.
Well, I'm gonna say band if you preface it with splitting hairs.
Wait, but that is the character.
Say it again.
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
A metal band. I know it's the character in Deadpool, but he says splitting
Yeah.
hairs, which means there's a technicality somewhere.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I'm-
Okay.
I-
That's a good.
So metal band for sure, because I think in the comic book they may be referenced as something a little different.
Oh.
Would I try to fool you that much though?
I've been listening to this for about 10 minutes, so yes, I do.
I'm
I
gonna
like
say
that.
I'm gonna stick with comic book character.
I'm gonna say metal band.
You're gonna go metal band? I will. You're right. Something's off about the name. I'll go metal band.
They are a comic book character.
Oh my god, Mike's destroying us.
No, Grant Morrison named Negasonic Teenage Warhead after a Monster Magnet song.
Oh.
Called Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Monster Magnet.
Yeah.
What
I'm pretty sure it was
what
Monster
a pull.
Yeah.
Quick question, Mike D. Did you help him write this list?
No, I'm
He's
just
good.
so good
He's
at this.
smart. Yeah.
Annihilator.
Ooh.
I'm gonna invoke my last both.
Well, wait, it's already been. Even though it's your last both, they've all been issued.
All the boths have been taken. I
You might
believe.
have one to do, but you will be wrong.
I'll be half right. Say it again.
Annihilator.
Annihilator. Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah.
Country of origin?
Yeah, would you say I am the Annihilator or we are Annihilator?
I picked up a comic book and went to a concert and saw Annihilator.
Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna go Metal Band. I think.
I'll go comic book character. That's done for me anyway.
Oh,
Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
there is a Grant Morrison comic called Annihilator.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's about a metal band.
I don't know if the character in it is called Annihilator, but I'm gonna go comic book.
Canada's favorite metal band, Annihilator.
Oh, let's
right.
go.
Rough.
Sunsetter. One word.
Band.
That is a band,
Gotta be a band. Yes,
It is a
agree.
band. You
Yeah.
guys got it.
like black metal. Sounds
Yeah.
like, okay.
They're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty black. Gnome.
Character.
I'm gonna go Metal Band.
Character.
One of my favorite new metal bands.
Okay.
Gnome.
How do you spell it? Just
Gnome.
love it.
Was that you, Mike? You
Yeah.
got that right.
And everyone should know this one.
Metallica.
Gore Pig.
Band.
Yes.
Metal.
Gore Pig is our favorite.
Is the unofficial band of First Issue Club Patreon.
That's right.
Oh wow,
Andy,
that was awesome.
Andy, once again, I am inspired and infuriated. by
I would
this
play
fucking
that
game.
for hours.
It's great, isn't
If
it?
you just like could generate that as an app, I would just.
We could save BuzzFeed with this.
Yes.
So I came up with the idea because I found online a game that was this.
Okay, yeah.
But it was medication or
Oh,
metal
okay,
band.
okay.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So it'd be like, see Alice, and then you'd click you'd click medication, and then it would come up with some weird, like, French death metal band that's called See Alice.
So wait, Cialis isn't going on until 8? God damn it.
That's awesome. I love that metal is so deep that there's a band you've seen 4 times and we'd never heard of them.
Dude,
Oh, Crowbot?
there
Yeah.
are so many metal bands out
I
there.
know. It's insane.
All right. Do we want to get into the comics we read this week?
Mhm.
Okay, guys. Just like any other week, a bunch of first issues came out. We read a bunch of first issues in some combination. Do we want to start with the biggest title of the week, or do we
Mad
want to
Magazine?
build up to it? I guess it's up for debate what the biggest. I was thinking Daredevil.
Oh, with Stephanie Phillips.
Stephanie Phillips, Daredevil. Who
We can
read
do-
it?
We can do that. We can do Daredevil first.
All right, right on.
First of all, blind bag.
No blind bag for me.
What'd you get? Anything good?
God, I got the A cover.
That shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, that sucks.
We've had this discussion
Ah.
before. A cover should not be in the blind
That was
bag.
I like even looked at it to be like maybe it's numbered differently.
Yeah.
Nope.
That sucks.
I know. Well, what? Okay, you had to open it in the store, right?
The store in Kansas City, Crossroad. Oh, no, sorry. Marvel is instructing store owners to boost it on social media by having customers open the blind bags in store,
Oh,
video it for TikTok and Instagram, so they get more traction.
we had speculated that it was to kill the third party market, the seller market.
That's a fun idea. I like that.
We thought at our shop the guy asked us to pop them open in store if we could.
He did it like as a demand.
It
almost.
seemed like a demand. Yeah, I got this Stegman foil. That's
As a
very
demand,
pretty.
that is
Because I didn't want it. I didn't want to.
It didn't seem very optional. It was kind of like, hey, I'm giving you these for cover price. Like,
Because I had also bought
Pop
the
'em
A
open
cover,
here.
and I was like, "Return, please."
Oh, here's a thought. No,
Yeah.
I'm purchasing this. It's
I
my
wanted to be like,
property
you
now.
know what? You're the store that I bought 13 blind bags of sex criminals from.
yeah.
So I want my money back.
And I only got 0.
Yeah. Your store wasn't doing that.
No, I
Yeah.
just went in and opened it. I opened it in my car. But
Okay, yeah.
I got the 1 in 25.
Breathing heavily.
oh, congrats.
Yeah.
What's
Well
the one?
done.
What's the 1 in 25?
Malieve?
No, it's Delato. Gabriel.
Oh, so it
Oh,
would have.
beautiful.
It's also the 1 in 25, but it was in
That's
the
correct.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it
yeah.
is also the 1 in 25.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
And that's fine.
Yeah,
totally
it's fine.
okay.
It's fine.
And
Shia.
oh,
A cover is like a slap in the face.
what is Can you purchase the one that Mike got as an alt cover?
I
the
don't
foil
think
one?
so.
Maybe later on eBay.
There
don't
were
know.
a couple that were like exclusive to the blind bag.
Yeah.
Like the Rose Besh version or Virgin was
Bag
a
exclusive.
bag exclusive and whatever. Obviously all the sketch ones are. But
Yeah.
I think probably all the other ones were you can buy them wherever. you
Okay.
know. But there were something like 30 covers,
Ton of covers, yeah.
something. So yeah. You
I love
probably
that. That's a way for them to sell their lot of their variants.
find-
So, Budget King, is this like your first experience with the blind bag craze that's happening with comic books
Outside of sex criminals.
outside of sex criminals? There was a resurgence recently with Battle Beast, which is like a Robert Kirkman
Invincible.
Yeah.
Invincible title.
So that was so much that I was like, I have to buy Battle Beasts.
Mm-hmm.
And one, I got it confused with the toy, which I love, and I have almost.
you have a
all
ton of them.
Yes, yeah. But then I was like, I gotta buy it, and then I was like, oh, one, I haven't read. Do I need to read the world to understand it?
I didn't buy it.
But then I realized, oh, it's because of this like
Incentivizing.
it's the gambling of it all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that people were into it.
It's the microtransaction.
Yeah.
Put in the comic books.
They still have done the best job with it out of any of the blind bag offerings since.
Image.
Battle Beast.
But the Battle
yeah.
Beast one in particular, because they put in like you could get different comic books and
Yeah.
Dude,
You could get issue 2.
Sex Criminals was
Yeah.
Which was hysterical.
Really?
Yeah, right.
Yes.
you'd get issue 2 like a month early.
Sex Criminals was exhilarating because you
Yes.
got the unique like illustration, and it felt like it was the only gambling that I loved. Like, and I have now have a box full of the same issue.
That sucks.
We were talking about this. Mike D and I were talking about that Marvel's gonna do Magic is gonna do a comic book where they're gonna put an exclusive Magic the Gathering card in it.
That's correct.
And they used to do this
Mhm.
when Magic comics like never sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of those cards are like not priceless but very valuable. So that'll happen, I assume, with this too.
Well, probably not because it comes with. So they're doing a full Marvel set for Magic.
Yeah, beyond Galaxy.
Universes
yeah,
Beyond.
Yeah.
But that card comes with every copy of Marvel, whatever the new.
But is that
Ultimate
the only
spin-off
way to
is.
get that card?
Yeah, but it comes with every copy, whether you're getting a variant or the A cover.
I played on Wednesday and got a card like that. That's like that's $50 and it's just a shitty card, but it's like
Yeah.
because it's like weirdly exclusive. Like they just go to aftermarket.
That's crazy.
amazing.
Because Marvel's gonna print a bazillion copies of that book
Mm-hmm.
because it's a #1 copy of a
Oh,
mini.
do you?
right?
Okay, this is such a weird rabbit hole. Do you know about the what is the Luffy's show? What is the
One Piece.
One
yeah,
Piece.
yeah.
Mhm.
So do you know about these One Piece cards that are getting brought at NCAA games? So like
No.
in specifically like Rutgers and a couple other like you can get these One Piece cards that are exclusive to going to a basketball game.
My God.
They are selling for 300. My dad in the bathroom stall sold 3 of them for $300 a piece to college kids.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Back in my day, it used to be a cocaine. Now it's just one piece.
He called me up and he goes, "Did I just do something stupid?" And I said, "You did something fucking genius."
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, take the money and run.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You didn't want one?
Unless your dad got hosed and they're worth like $3,000.
I think they
apiece.
dropped to 100 like the day
Oh, yeah,
after.
well, there you
yeah.
go.
Yeah,
That's
you
fine.
cash in on the hype.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He said one kid was in tears because he could only come up with 250, and my dad was like, "Sure."
Hey, what a great guy your dad is, you know?
What a gem. What an angel.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Now that kid can't afford Natty Light.
He's too busy playing One Piece. Well, no,
And being single.
collecting One Piece.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Sorry to rabbit hole on that.
No,
but
that's a
the
fun story.
blind bag thing. No, so is it outside of Battle Beast? Is it like had a?
Oh, it's gotten out of control.
Once the Battle Beast one
Because
was
the Battle Beast
popular,
made so much
yeah,
money.
everybody started doing copycats, but they did shitty versions of it.
So it's never been as good as that.
It's
Yeah.
never been as electric. Like,
Has Image done it again? Because I feel like if the
Um,
Image does it, then it's
I
like
don't think so. Dynamite is the one, every number one they
Yeah.
have. Is
Yeah.
Whatever.
and then Marvel really has latched onto
Yeah,
it.
Marvel's done a couple. DC did a couple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it ever polybagged because of like the risque nature? Because that was the fun thing about Sex Criminals.
No.
Okay,
Well, there's polybags for these red band.
but there's no boobs or dick.
No, it's not like
Not yet.
money shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk Daredevil.
He's
Go ahead.
Matt Murdock
What?
Wait, the
Lives-
lawyer?
lives in Hell's Kitchen.
The professor.
Yeah.
The professor.
priest?
That's right. The spin on it for this new volume is that he's stepped away from his law office and is teaching a class
About law.
about law.
Okay.
Contracts.
Yeah.
At least we're in
Oh yeah.
still in litigation.
Little bit of a new wrinkle. What'd you guys think?
The professor parts were the best in my. I mean, not the action was the art was amazing, but like I loved watching the teaching moments. Or
Do you guys care about what job he has?
Yeah, I think it makes it different.
Really?
It's kind of like it becomes a bit formulaic from time to time. Like one thing that gets frustrating for me is that the formula is there's a lawsuit. Matt needs to show up to court for it.
It's gonna
He-
cross over into his fighting.
Yeah, right. He flakes. Foggy's got to
Mhm.
take care of it. It ends up crossing over into the storyline of the villain that he's going after at that particular moment. At least it puts him in a different environment that we're
and
like not
they
totally
did like
used
the
to.
noir side of it with like earlier. But anyway, I think what's the thing in the back where they do the write up of like
the letters to the editor.
yeah, they were like saying that Stephanie Phillips and I forgot the illustrator's name, but that they like came as a duo and they pitched it as Daredevil as a professor and they were sold. And I was like, I don't know that I'd be sold on that statement, but it was good. Like it was fun.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I
it-
don't think we've seen that side of Matt Murdock in like teaching. Like he's been a priest, he's been a lawyer, he's been
Joker, a smoker.
a midnight toker.
I think one of the interesting things here. Oh, sorry, forgot to flip back to you guys. It's been the mic
That's
on
good, though.
camera
Yeah,
show.
we're working with 2 cameras today.
I think one of the good things is that he's going to get to go on little monologues of philosophy on the law, and then you'll get to see him in the classroom,
Mm.
and then him out on the street, and that sentiment is going to kind of mirror the situation at hand and how he manages these like moral and ethical dilemmas and how he talks to his students. That was something that was happening in this issue, and it was really working for me as like a narrative through line, and did it in a way where him just being like talking altruistically about like what is good, what does it mean to be good, and what does it mean to like make a promise and sign a contract. It did these things in a way that wasn't corny because he was
I
talking
thought
to
the
a class.
classroom like stuff was great.
Yeah.
short plug, having been a professor
Yeah,
for
right.
5 years, the one thing that was like, he's adjuncting one class. Like, this would not be that life dominating, and it's not a storyline. If he got a full appointment and was like now a university guy, and it was like X-Men-y,
Yeah.
like, or like
He's not shooting for tenure.
yeah, it's like, oh, he's moonlighting one fucking class,
Like a night class.
yeah.
He's also Daredevil. In fairness to Matt Murdock, he's also being
He's got
Daredevil.
three.
He's kind of busy.
Had they said the Daredevil book where he has 3 jobs, I would have been.
Yeah,
then I would have been.
he's an Uber Eats guy,
yeah.
professor, and Daredevil.
Crime Stopper.
So
Yeah.
okay, so let's take a bet here amongst the club. What issue of this new Daredevil series does one of his students either A, find out
Find
he's
out.
Daredevil, or B,
Become the villain?
become someone that he has to take down? Like a student becomes like a criminal.
The latter of what you said is what I assumed would happen.
Okay. Like Johnny isn't coming to class anymore.
Yeah.
It's because he's moving drugs across county lines.
No. Student graduates, becomes a lawyer, becomes evil Daredevil.
Oh, Angel Devil.
Angel. Yes.
Truth Angel.
Angel Devil is exactly.
Daredevil and Truth Angel at it again.
The villain that they made, which is cool, I feel like there's no way that villain is tied into the classroom.
Academia.
Yeah. They also like did the thing where it's like Daredevil's gonna die type of like, and he like
Right.
looks like he's dead in the last shot or whatever.
Well, one day he will, but that's okay.
Yeah. There's got to be something that ties in because it felt like 2 different comic books in this, which is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how are we going to marry these concepts over a time? I think there's going to be a handful of characters that come out of the classroom. He does have a interesting exchange with one of the students in particular, and I think maybe that student tries to get involved with the law and ethics in a way that is a little more like on the ground
Yeah.
out in the city.
Oh, maybe takes
And
him as
then-
like a Robin.
and
yeah.
then becomes a victim or something that,
Okay.
that he has to save, or potentially like becomes a kind of hero in their own right, or
Yeah.
someone that he mentors and gives maybe like a little bit of a different relationship there. They also kind of set up, I think, a romantic relationship with the other professor, that they had like a
Okay.
little bit of like a
Yeah,
angry meet cute that
Oh,
is
the best kind.
always turns into
It would be
Fiery.
cool if so villain comes to classroom.
Yeah.
He
Villain's probably the dean.
Dean comes
Dean
Dean
Hobgoblin.
Hardbar. Yeah. It comes to comes classroom, they fight, and then Daredevil is like, I'm gonna Men in Black you guys, gouging all your eyes out so that you're all blind now.
Uh-huh.
And you can't
Now you have to learn from me.
Yeah. Now you become the student. You become
Is
the
there
And then they all go to Xavier's school.
yeah.
Is there ever a situation where, like, okay, say, like, Daredevil exists, right? Let's say another superhero shows up in the same city doing the same thing. He's just like, no, I'm Daredevil now. Like, you can't sue that guy to be like, well, hold on, this guy's clearly taking my name away from me. It's just like, well, you're both vigilantes.
Daredevil's done that a whole bunch.
He's stolen other people's names?
No, like Black Panther has been Daredevil, Spider-Man's been Daredevil.
No, but, like, there's, like, a competing person now to take the Daredevil
Daredevil
name.
franchise, illegal franchise.
Yeah, it's just like,
I feel like
no.
that's a storyline in Batman. Like,
Yeah, so, just like co-opting the name.
yeah,
Just like,
I'm
actually,
not the
no,
one wearing hockey pads.
I'm Batman now. It's like, God damn it.
Like Frank's original Daredevil
Mhm.
versus
Yes.
original Frank's Daredevil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like Stephanie Phillips. It was really good.
Yeah, it read pretty easy breezy to me, and then made a handful of. I won't say that it made a handful of promises, but it set up a handful of different minor details that have plenty of room to grow, and what they're going to grow into, who knows? They made the point of saying that some like big benefactor of the college kind of insisted that he get hired, that he get this position.
Kingpin.
And so who is that going to be? Is it going to be a character from Daredevil that we already know?
They had a page. He's like referencing. So another storyline is that he's old, which is I always like that.
Matt Murdock.
Being old. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I should have mentioned that. I did love that aspect of
Yeah.
it.
Is that it's like old man Wolverine in the old Maniverse.
Yeah.
But like so they're kind of like talking about that and that how that plays out, and then he talks about, he like kind of reminisces about like the 70s and 80s, and then they have a panel that shows all, not all, but like the 4 iconic Daredevils through the ages.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was just an amazing panel too. And
Yellow suit, red suit, black suit,
yeah,
naked.
No, probably the Frank Miller.
Oh,
Gotta be that, right?
right. Yeah.
But it seems like a comic written for superhero fans that
Who
are
are aging.
around 40.
Yeah.
Just the
Not us, cool kids.
the contrast between, yeah, we're all 25. The contrast between, don't watch the video. They're all having a contrast with the students and with the, you know, how they use technology, and like Matt being like a little behind in like understanding the way they think about their devices, for one, and then like two, the terminology that kids are using and being eye rolly about it.
Mm-hmm.
There was just a handful of things that I was just like, yeah, I'm in that place too, and coming to terms with being in an aging demographic.
Yeah. Wow, way to bring the room down.
There's
we're all gonna die.
It's not about me anymore. Great.
But there's some people who, when you die, we're really gonna miss them.
I mean, there's gonna be huge legacies ending here soon.
Yeah.
We can talk about that over the Patreon.
all right. Anything else on Daredevil before we move on?
No.
He looked handsome.
All right, a handful of us read Rivals. Is that right? Or Royals? Sorry.
Yes.
I'll never be royal.
Royals. I've got the B cover here by Derek Kirk Kim, the writer of this comic book.
Ooh, is that the Last Mermaid?
It is, yeah.
Who did The Last Mermaid. Yeah. So I was really excited to read this one as a fan of his. Jacob Perez is on art for this comic book, and it follows a couple brothers with a telepathic connection that use it to cheat at gambling.
Ooh, the
I think
Menendez
Perez
brothers.
had done a Turtles book. His art is, I loved it.
Yeah, I think he has. You're right.
It made it for me.
Yeah, it very fun, but cartoony, but still pretty stylistic.
That one of the things in the book is that it's I love this. I love this book. I thought it was so good.
Mhm.
But like it's a really easy premise in that they're brothers.
Yeah,
Right.
they're brothers.
So the brothers, and they can like they can connect like
Like a
psychopathic.
psychopath.
They can talk to each other through their mind,
Right?
right?
Go sicko mode.
And so they're like they're gonna win gambling like big tournaments because he goes and watches the live broadcast. He knows the cards, and he can tell his
yeah.
brother from afar, which is like, duh, like that's so great, right?
Yeah.
The lettering and the way they do the talking in the mind versus that made it was so easy to read
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and like fun. It
They
just like
colored the balloons per brother. Like one brother
Yeah.
was blue and one was yellow. So great.
It was, yeah.
That is such a small nuance that some people don't pick up on, of just like, or just don't do it all in a comic, and where it's just like it's all
yeah.
kind of standard looking, and you're like, who's talking now?
Right.
What's going on? But like when they do those little just small tweaks to something, it makes the biggest difference.
The design, yeah, and it like this isn't a book on concept. It'd be like a gambling book that I'd be like, oh, let me just like, but it's like automatically in first 10 pages, just so fun,
Yeah.
like really cool.
You get your money's worth too, because it's a long,
Oh, yeah.
beefy comic for a first issue.
I thought it was kind of surprisingly adult,
Oh yeah,
given
like the almost sex scene, right?
yeah, well, and like there's like kind of a lot of cussing. Not
And-
that I'm like
yeah.
avoiding it.
Oh,
but
old man Vargas over here.
Famous no cuss man. Andy.
That's right.
We have a swear jar in the studio. It is filled.
Cuss is such a Missouri word.
It is.
just given the art, I wouldn't have expected like
Yes, there you
an
go,
almost
there you
sex scene, right?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then with the history of Derek Kirk Kim, I mean, I guess I should have expected it. 'cause-
Isn't like every scene an almost sex scene?
it's true.
Isn't everything almost sex?
Aren't Greg and I basically
We're almost sex right now.
Yeah.
But given the history of the writer, like he wrote a cute story about a mermaid in a
Right.
mech suit, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I was kind of not expecting this dude to like get it on with a girl he just met, but that took a little bit of like mental adjusting to me. But everything else in the book was like absolutely killer. I thought it totally knocked it out of the park.
I think it's just a +1 to like keep your design simple, where it's
Yeah.
like telepathic brothers play poker, and it's like
yeah.
you can do a lot with that,
Mhm.
and
Totally.
it totally works.
Yeah.
All right, not to give too much of the book away, but I'm gonna. Did you guys catch? There's a nuance in this where they're talking to the big bad of the comic, which is like
The Cockbusters or something.
yeah, a guy who runs like an illegal ring or a local mafia in Korea where this book takes place, I think.
Yes.
Called the what
It's
is
something
it? The
about
bloody.
cock.
It's like the bloody
The
cocks.
Bloody Cocks. Yeah.
I think. And so he's known for beating the shit out of
Cox.
people that beat him at gambling.
Oh.
And so now we're worried about the brother getting taken on by this like mob boss that he's
Yeah.
beat in poker. The whole storyline with the power going out at a bar. So his brother can no longer help him cheat because there's a small power outage. But his brother ends up taking a good beat on the river and ends up winning the last hand without his brother's help. But they're still simultaneously having a conversation about whether he should step out or step in. The brother then gives away to the guy who lost that he would have made the same bet as he would have given the scenario and circumstances.
But he couldn't have known what the bet was
But
because the power was out.
Exactly right. The other guy knows the broadcast was down at that time.
Yeah.
So he knows something is up.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what exactly is up, but he knows that his brother was privy to information
Oh, I missed that he gave himself away.
that he
Okay,
should
yeah.
not have been.
It was
What-
super subtle.
when
Okay.
he was just
Super
just
subtle.
trying to be like nice and soften the blow and be
Yeah.
like, haha, I would have, you played a great game. I would have done the same thing. It's a tough beat.
Yeah.
Trying to smooth things over for his brother, who's kind of a cocky asshole, given what he knows about our bad guy.
Yeah.
And he kind of gave them away.
Yeah.
So
Oh, because he wouldn't have known yet. Is
He
that
would-
right?
Yeah.
he
yeah,
would've
'cause the
just-
power was out.
Oh,
When you say
now-
something like, I would have done the same thing, well, clearly you
Well, 'cause
wouldn't have because you did that thing.
Yeah, because he's like, I would have made the same bet with that, bad flop on the river or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the power was out. He literally could not have known.
Oh, because he would have
'Cause
done
he
what
wasn't
the other.
telling- yeah.
Could have called him right afterwards. I don't know. That's crazy.
I know.
I like that though. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught it too.
Yes.
But I had to go back and
That's cool.
I get it because he had that look on his face, whatever. But
Yeah. How'd you know what my cards were?
but really, really
Yeah.
great dynamic between the brothers,
yeah,
and then there's a dynamic between one of the brothers and a priest
Mhm.
who he's trying to work through his feelings with his brother and the morality of what they're doing. Or should they be doing something bigger?
Yeah.
And then he meets the same brother who's having the kind of morality issues, meets a woman who is trying to distract herself. And I don't know if you guys got the same thing, but I think she's related or had some
There's something, yeah.
relationship with the body that they found, that someone had
Oh.
previously been killed by a member of the Bloody Cocks.
yeah,
What a name.
that this
Yeah.
woman was involved with, and now she's going to get involved with this other guy who's going to be wrapped up in the same thing.
interesting.
I think anyway.
Sure.
That's kind of what my takeaway was.
Did you guys ever get swept up in the World Poker Tour fever that happened 2003 to 2013?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was on ESPN all the time. People would just watch these tournaments
I think it's
on
still
ESPN.
a thing.
Why hasn't that translated
A
into
guy I went
Magic
to high
or
school
Pokemon?
won straight up.
Oh, okay.
Is $1 million and lives
Was your friend Moneymaker?
yes, no. Why hasn't that translated to people watching Pokemon? Because you can't the bar to entry
Yeah.
is because anybody can.
Have you ever watched a Magic the Gathering tournament?
It's as
yeah.
foreign to me
It's
as
impassable.
poker.
yeah, unwatchable unless you know how to play.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but I don't. People don't watch poker if they don't know how to play poker.
yeah,
right?
they do.
But the card, a poker card, is a
Okay.
7 with a number 7 on it,
So,
and there's 7 diamonds.
It's-
That
yeah.
that makes sense, but
Yeah,
I think there
exactly, yeah.
is a way that a nerd station or a nerd streaming network
oh,
could parlay that into.
they do very well online.
Okay.
Sure. But
You're saying
ESPN
CBS wouldn't have a
ESPN is not going to be
Magic tournament.
carrying Yeah.
right after Bones.
They might
marathon.
they might have it on like ESPN4 after like the spelling
The
bee or
Ocho?
something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, after the bags tournament.
There we go. Yeah.
God.
Yeah, why are they doing cornhole on ESPN? It's so stupid.
They do.
Makes
Hey,
mon-
it's
it makes
sport,
money.
bro.
I think they do wilder things than. Okay, I did actually have this
Machi.
thought when I was reading Daredevil. Back to Daredevil was like, they're fighting, and a lot of the math that you're doing is like, well, he's blind, so like, could he beat this guy? And I'm like, why are more like Big Two fans not UFC fans, where they're just like gauging fights and just being like, I'm into the stats of a fight.
That's a good question.
I
If-
think there's a lot of crossover.
Okay.
If UFC had mandatory steroids,
Oh, okay.
where
Yeah.
where these men are Bane
Yeah.
against Bane,
Yeah, yeah.
that's when you get the nerds, right? You put them
Okay.
in a costume. I'm all over.
I mean, I
it,
get
right?
the wrestling. I love
I think the
professional wrestling. but-
Majority of comic fans like professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's a good reason why they should bring back American Gladiators.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now you're talking my language.
But UFC, that's too visceral for me. Like I love comic books, like and I'll watch wrestling. That's fine. But UFC, like that's watching a fight in an alleyway.
Yeah.
It's
You-
tough to watch a guy beat up another guy.
Like just pummel them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unrelenting.
You have to be. I made the mistake of I was on a dude's trip with like 14 people. I'm moderately into it, and so we put it on. I put it on thinking this is like a basketball game.
Yeah.
And there was two guys who checked the fuck. They were mad. They were like, "This is. I'm not into this."
Oh, wow,
So you're,
okay.
to your point, I think I understand that the gore is
Yeah.
disorienting. Sorry for the rabbit hole of the UFC crossover.
The last comic I read this week was Captain Marvel: Dark Past. We got this really cool Ejikuri spot foil variant, and I wish more publishers would do the spot foil thing because it looks so much cooler when like just the eyes are glowing.
Bring
and
it
a
back.
lightning on the background as opposed to the entire cover in foil. Just a lot more interesting. And
Was that
dynamic.
also in the Daredevil blind bag?
Yeah, I got two comics.
two foils.
Yeah. But this comic follows Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel rather, flashing back to her Miss Marvel days. She kind of goes through a couple fights and starts regaining lost memories that she lost in her battle with Rogue. If you're an old X-head, Rogue got super powerful in the first place by using her mutant power to steal most of Miss Marvel's power. Miss Marvel has since regained a lot of that power and has changed her name to Captain Marvel. And in doing so has regained a lot of the memories that she lost during the Rogue power steal, but hasn't gotten everything back. And now she's starting to get more and more of that back. And so we're dealing with issues in her past, but she's also getting flashes to the future, which is kind of helping her like piece together a bit of a crime puzzle with like little clues and hints of things that are to come, but in piece and parcel, so she doesn't quite know what exactly is happening. She just knows what clues to start to look for, which sets it up as kind of like, even though she's a big powerhouse, like Captain Marvel's one of those characters that could probably like annihilate a country.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to give some of her comic books stakes when she's based on Earth. But having her deal with the emotional history of her life and then try to solve some like freaky future vision puzzle is an interesting way to like let her kick some ass in between trying to sort through some emotional baggage and a bit of a mystery.
Nice.
So that's that comic. Yep. Greg's got a hand raised.
I have a vulnerable question to ask, if it's okay.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what Rogue's powers are. Like, I don't know the lengths that they go to. Like, I know that her hand, if she touches someone, she absorbs their powers.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know for how long.
Like,
And
did
at
she,
what degree.
and did she just get to keep all of them?
Yeah, like, do they ever peter out, or
Yeah.
like is she's like has a collection of them that she can rifle through like a Rolodex whenever she needs them?
Well, no, it's like the longer she touches them, the longer it lasts, and the more she absorbs.
Okay, like, but is there
Oh, so
like
they
a
do- they
finite
do go
time?
away.
They're just
Yeah,
like,
they peter
and
out.
we're done.
No, they like sort of peter off. Like if she were to touch Beast would slowly transform back into a guy.
Really?
Yeah, and she would grow blue fur, but then
Keep talking.
towards the end of that time,
Mhm.
she would slowly turn back into.
And does Beast
pink.
go back to Beast then, or is he
Yeah.
like okay?
Yeah.
So then
There's a crossfade.
okay.
Here they've changed the
Yeah,
what,
there's
what
like
I,
an axis, a Y and X axis cross at
Yeah,
some point.
Yeah.
what I think you're alluding to, Greg, is that they've changed the rules of this from time to time.
Yes, just like the
That-
sliding timeline. There's a sliding.
Yeah, so early on, it's because Rogue is a huge powerhouse as well, right?
Mhm.
And that is because she absorbed Carol Danvers' like Kree powers.
But like to a degree that like she's kept them for
Well,
Permanently.
decades.
Permanently.
Yeah,
like
and-
permanently.
Yeah, and I think that might be a thing where like she almost killed Carol.
well, because Carol was in the hospital,
Yeah,
like she was like
Yeah.
a Jane Doe, right? Like no one knew who she was because she was like found.
she couldn't remember anything.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, right. And maybe I don't know what the twist in Marvel lore is now to like make sense of all that. Like, oh, it was a foundational time of mutation for Rogue, so she kept more of those powers then, or was it because she essentially had killed Carol Danvers that
right.
she got to like more permanently keep that particular power set?
Well, and
I don't know.
because Carol's powers originally come from her sharing Kree blood.
That's
right?
yeah. So like,
So there's
It
that
could also
too.
be like the alien.
that's what
Yeah,
I
it's
mean.
the
Like,
alien.
is the
Yeah.
Kree
Yeah.
thing also the wrinkle of just like, well, now they stay longer because there's this
Yeah.
genetic.
It's not a mutation that you're taking. Like you're
You're taking like a whole new genetic
Yeah.
code into your system.
Right.
That's always been confusing to me because it's just like, you know,
What's confusing about it?
She like she's touched like Gambit or something, but like in the next couple issues, like
Yeah.
he's back to being Gambit, and she
Yeah.
can't throw energy or whatever.
And she,
But
lost
she
her
had-
accent.
Yeah. She doesn't make gumbo as well anymore. But like for the like her defining trait was basically aping Miss Marvel's powers for the entirety of like who she's been. So it's like always been like a weird question.
Yeah.
That I've been like too nervous because like in general I know if Rogue touches you, whatever like
Yeah.
cool ability you have, she takes it. But like the details of it, I'm just like, this seems kind of more complicated than I'm led to believe.
And I don't know exactly what happened, but I think they've rectified this like the power zap thing for her,
Mm-hmm.
that it's something she can turn off and turn on now.
Oh, so she can kiss
so I
Gambit
can't-
now.
Yes.
You were going the same direction, but I want to kiss Rogue.
Oh, because I want to kiss Gambit.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I believe this might have been a Krakoa Cradle rebirth thing
That's fine.
that they
Blame it on Hickman.
Great
That's fine.
album name.
fixed that
Yeah.
part of her mutation during like a Krakoa hatch. Maybe something like that happened.
Yeah.
So many things happened during the Krakoa era that I can't keep like half of them straight. But
So they.
at some
It was
at some
discussed in an
point,
email.
So you're
at
telling,
some
you're
point
telling
they
me they
fixed it.
fixed Rogue's ability, but Cyclops still has to wear that fucking visor all the time. Wow.
Poor Slim.
Lightning round. Rogue touches you. What's she absorbing? Mike D.
Sciatica.
what little self-esteem I have left.
Micro penis.
Oh, okay. Okay. Vulnerable.
Pizza addiction.
Oh, I can drive a stick shift. So.
Oh yeah, it's like crippling depression.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah,
I think she gets that from everyone she touches.
Wait, so you no longer can drive a stick shift?
No, I can.
No, but when Rogue touches
When she
you-
touches me, she can now drive stick.
Oh yeah, I love that. Okay, I need to touch you and be rogue.
Yeah, sure.
she becomes moderately good at Excel.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. She can get, like, most formulas right most of the time.
Right. She gains a hatred for AI.
Hey, there we go.
Last thing I'll say about this Captain Marvel comic is the villain at the end looks very cool,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know if it's a pre-existing villain or not. It looked like Doctor Doom, Taskmaster.
And they had like stolen Scree technology. Is that what it is? Like,
Yeah, they'd stolen some Kree
Or Kree,
technology,
sorry.
and
Was it Claw?
it was like well, what's that group's name? Doom.
Oh, it felt like the Flash's like enemy. Like it looked like zany almost.
Yeah, there was a handful of characters that were like that are real C-listers,
Mhm.
Like Zodiac.
real C-lister villains,
The
and
Wizard.
they end up like kicking butt more than you'd expect because they had some Kree weapons that had been given to them. They knew a little bit about Carol.
Oh,
But there is a-
shit.
But there's a character at the very end that has like a rifle sighted on Carol
Oh yeah.
and has like chains. He looks like Taskmaster, but with chains across his mouth and chains around his chest, and has like a metal face mask.
Metal bullseye.
It's not Nuke. That was like the big Daredevil.
KG Beast from Batman.
He made the switch over.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Mike. I'll have to look that up because that is pretty iconic
Deathstroke.
There you go.
imagery for a villain that we're all just kind of scratching our head.
Yeah.
You think we would know Chain Guy Metal Face?
Yep.
Oh, it's Chain Guy Metal Face.
It's overkill.
It's overkill.
All right. Anyone else read any other comics?
Mad about DC.
Oh shit! I didn't read that actually.
I read it.
All right. I want to hear all about this.
So it's a lot of like 1 and 2 page vignettes.
Much like the titular Mad
Yes.
satirical magazine that's been out. Since
Is that
the
still
60s.
in
Yeah.
print? Is
No,
No, it is.
but it's reprints of older stuff. Isn't it?
Is
Did we
it?
talk about this once?
Yes.
Well, so in the back of the comic, they solicit Mad. Well, it's every other month.
mail order maybe?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
yeah.
you pay $20 for
Yeah.
6 issues of Mad.
Okay.
Wow, God, what a deal!
But-
Does the back cover still fold into
Yes.
something?
Charles Soule wrote the one in
Okay, that's fantastic.
this.
So Mad, I'm obsessed with Mad magazine. As a kid, my
Yeah.
uncle had old Mad magazines I'd flip through. It is a big part of my comic book journey.
Yeah.
Finding those and getting to know more of them. So, the fact that DC is leaning into this is very fun.
I didn't realize they owned Mad.
They recently have.
Yeah,
Okay.
they bought him a couple years ago.
So go on. The vignettes, how were they?
Oh, I thought they were really good.
Yeah. Was there any standouts?
Yes, there was one. The Superman telling his story
Mm-hmm.
through the years was pretty good because the first panel is like he's addressing you, the comic book reader,
Oh, it breaks
which is
through.
very
Yeah, yeah,
funny.
Yeah.
And he like does a Deadpool thing where he's like, "Hey, I'm talking to the fourth wall. You should talk to whatever Hickman about that." Well, actually, I'm breaking the fourth wall, so you should talk to Grant Morrison. Like,
Okay.
does
Oh,
all
that's
these like
kinda cool.
inside jokes that's like super inside baseball, which is very fun. What else? They did the lighter side of
Oh
DC
my
Comics,
God,
so that
hell
was
yeah.
very cool. Like they did all the like Mad
Was
Magazine
Aguero
stuff.
in it? Sergio Aguero?
Yes, he did it. He
Oh,
did
the lighter side?
He did the art.
Nice.
Yeah.
So Chip Zdarsky is like the editor of this particular issue, right?
Yes, and it really felt like Chip was like filling holes. So like if somebody didn't have an artist, Chip did,
Oh,
because
cool,
he
cool.
drew like 3 or 4 of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he did his own. He did a whole page of like funny colors of kryptonite. So there's
that
like
seems
a-
like an easy one
Yeah.
to do. Totally.
You know, it's like teal kryptonite does whatever, and then 3 of them give Superman diarrhea, like whatever. So yeah, I mean, it was a lot of like really goofy stuff.
Yeah.
This is like, I mean, any comic book fan should absolutely pick this up.
So like, Mad magazine was typically like what you would see passed around on like the junior high playground. You
Yeah.
know, like just kind of a little childish, a little tongue in cheek. Is that kind of in the same tone, or have they like upped it to like older readers? Not like in a explicit or like vulgarity. but
No.
just like the intellect and the humor.
No, I mean, there's still a lot of like Superman gets diarrhea,
Yeah.
like a lot of that. I was surprised that they like kind of didn't pull any punches.
Mhm.
Like they legitimately like, yeah, Absolute Batman is the first thing they make fun of.
Oh, I like that.
And Scotty Young has like a full page thing or Absolute Batman is just this like chungus of a guy on this page, or like Scott Snyder does, like he just sends up his own, Absolute Batman stuff and
Hell yeah.
talks about how Alfred's dead in canon, but
Ooh.
like they don't just like, oh, is Alfred alive again? And then Batman's like, shut up. Like, that kind of stuff.
Did they roast Hush 2?
No, they didn't roast Hush 2.
Oh, Jim Lee got in there
Yeah.
and he said, "No, you can't make fun of me."
Nay.
Man, I would have respected them a ton if they would have dunked
mean,
on Hush 2
they-
just for a panel.
They roasted a lot. There was a good page where like the story is like a what if, whatever.
Mhm.
And they title it "What If," and it's crossed out, and it says, "Wouldn't it be interesting if this thing happened?" Whatever.
cool.
So
Yeah, so like
that kind of stuff.
DC obviously pulled no punches with themselves. Did they target Marvel at all
I mean,
or any other
isn't What
publisher?
If a Marvel?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
bit,
yeah.
right? Yeah, they do those like tongue-in-cheek references
Okay.
to like Marvel and stuff. So
All right.
there's a lot of good stuff.
In the 90s, Mad went really like celebrity oriented.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
where it was like,
It was our TMZ.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like in Living Color, kind of like yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Like, did they have any like
That
yeah.
that was the nice part about it, is it didn't feel like of the time,
Oh, yeah.
other than kind of the Absolute Batman stuff.
Yeah.
But everything else felt like pretty, comics and DC
Okay.
as a whole,
Cool.
which is what I was looking for.
Does
like,
it continue after this?
No, it's
Okay.
just the.
It was
one
their
shot.
April Fool episode.
Oh.
Or issue.
Of course. That's cool.
So like it was really a Mad magazine about comic books for comic book fans.
Totally.
Like there wasn't like any Christian Bale references or
Well, there was a Batman Through the Ages thing where they
Okay.
like poke fun at Nolan and Snyder and
Okay.
Bale and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But really, other than that, it's not like, oh, look at Taylor Swift, whatever. As
Mhm.
Do you think
Dazzler
editors had
or
to
something.
approve it? Like the lampooning themselves? Like,
I don't know.
I'm sure
I mean,
it
it's
came across
satire, so it's
yeah.
not like they would
or
have
they
to
can
get.
get sued.
well,
by-
no,
yeah.
like no themselves to be like, we don't want to say that about DC.
Oh,
Or, like,
maybe, maybe.
I'm sure it came across Jim Lee's desk and just like for final approval, he's like, all right, put it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, do not say anything about Hush being late. He's
Yeah.
tired of hearing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that depends on how like true to the guest editor
yeah.
they made
Oh,
Chip
yeah.
Starsky, because like if he truly had editorial control, I mean, I could see him getting away with a lot,
Yeah.
and he did. I would say get.
But
away
he also
with a
still
lot.
wants a job.
But he also still wants to work.
He wants
Yeah,
to be in the good graces of Marvel and DC, so
Yeah.
he's not gonna go too far.
exactly. So it was expensive. I'll say that.
Oh,
$7.99.
It's a normal size comic.
Is a thick boy? Oh,
It's a thick boy.
But it's comic sized.
It's comic
Yeah.
sized. Yeah, it's not magazine, but
It's not Mad Magazine sized,
that is correct. That is correct.
yes.
which it should have been.
Yeah, should have been magazine.
For
I was expecting it to be a magazine.
No, nobody read Magic the Gathering Jace's
No.
story.
I passed on Jace.
I'm waiting for it to all come out in one.
In
Oh
trade.
yeah, you're gonna
So I can
you
just-
gonna do the trade.
Just binge
yeah. Like, yeah, your whole weekend of Planeswalker.
it. Yeah, I did. I identify as a Jace.
I did read the new Alien comic though.
Oh yeah, I want to hear about that.
They talking yet?
The aliens are not talking. We're still
E.T.
waiting
Damn it.
on the talking alien. This one felt like the first big swing that they took in expanding the universe, though. There's almost no aliens at all.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, the only time they use an alien is so that the main character can kill one, so that you know how badass the main character
Oh,
is.
okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the aliens are like literally a prop.
Is it about like Wayland, like all the different like competing?
None of that.
Oh, okay.
None of that. Almost at all.
Okay.
Is it on Earth?
No, it's
Right.
it's on a planet that's like sort of post-apocalyptic.
Whoa. So it just
where-
kind of like takes place in that. Okay.
yeah, it's just like there are xenomorphs
Yeah.
broadly, and there is like future technology broadly.
That kind of feels like in tone with Predator Badlands, where it's
Yes.
kind of resets things. Yeah.
Very much so.
Okay.
Very much so.
That's
Can
awesome.
aliens breathe in exposed space?
They can't breathe, but they do go into a sort of stasis,
Mm-hmm.
which is how Big Chap survived between Alien and Alien Romulus.
They don't instantly die.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they could just like essentially just like swim the cosmos, so they go from like planet to planet.
Yeah.
No, but there is a theory that like they traveled from their home planet originally by doing that, like
Mhm.
like an asteroid hit their planet and they like got flung into space
Mm.
and entered that stasis mode
Mhm.
and whatever. But
And then just evolved.
yeah, they just like
Throughout.
landed on another planet and
Yeah.
like hatched again and kind of
Right.
restarted. So yeah.
Kind of like when you kick like a dandelion and like all the
Uh-huh.
white poofs go out.
Yeah, except those white poofs like kill everything on the planet.
Right. Well, if you have allergies, it does kill you.
You're not wrong, Greg. Yeah, but this alien book is about this planet where there are like these three warlords, red, white, and blue, like Red King, Blue King, White King, and the green guy is like our main character, and you get these sort of flashbacks that they were either like trained or like genetically bred by like something like a Wayland
yeah.
Yutani to kill the aliens or like lead this planet somehow. And that's sort of
But
like
they're human. They're not.
they are human, but there you get flashes that they might be like hybrids. Or,
hybrids. Yeah.
They're among us.
yeah. Where was I going with this?
Color
but
warlords.
the color warlords, and the green guy is like on a mission to kill red, white, and blue.
Oh,
Mhm.
it sounds really good.
It was really interesting. It was not what I was expecting from an alien book at all. But as like an expansion of that lore, it was very, very cool.
So are aliens on this planet? Do
Yeah.
we know? Okay.
But
Because we saw one guy kill one.
yeah, the setup is that
Technically, the humans are the alien to the planet.
Oh, poetic. Poetic.
the setup is that the Red King, which this book revolves around, is like he's able to kill aliens. So people flock to him for protection from the xenomorphs.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So he's set up like a dome city, basically, where all these people like live and have to like worship him.
What makes him so good at killing aliens?
Just the guns.
Just the fact that he can kill an alien.
Okay.
And the guy that we see, the green guy, kills him like just with a sword. Like he literally just cuts a xenomorph in half.
Mm.
It's badass.
Whoa. Must have been a
You
weak
sold
old
me.
xenomorph.
I mean, if you're an alien guy, you know, I've watched the one or two of those movies.
Who owns aliens now? Is it
Fox still owns them, but
Fox.
Disney
no
bought Fox.
for the comic publisher?
Marvel.
Marvel? Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that went to Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Predator.
Predator.
Because of Fox. Yeah.
Predator, Alien, and Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
All tie into Marvel. And Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
I want to see Predator versus Young Sheldon.
Predator versus Young
Finally.
Sheldon. The crossover we've been begging for.
We got you, Bazinga.
Alien blood doesn't melt sword.
It does.
Well,
it does melt.
It doesn't
steel
melt.
beams.
It doesn't melt his sword, and we don't know why.
I gotta get one of these swords.
I was waiting
wow. More
big,
stuff.
Big sword guy.
More
over
stuff for this guy to leave behind.
Here. Aside from
My
comics, the
legacy.
next thing that Mike collects is swords.
Yeah.
Is
He's now a sword guy.
He has 13 katanas
Come back, he's
within
switchblades.
range.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for the week?
That's it.
I think so.
Hey, look at us. Another one in the books. Continue to hoard and surround yourself with things that make you happy. There's nothing wrong with it as long as they're organized. It's not a problem. And that's the famous FIC saying. See you next week.
It's not a problem.
Bye. Lie to yourself and others.
First Issue Club podcast is brought to you by Boulevard Brewing Company, the people responsible for our favorite drinks, the Space Camper Cosmic IPA family of beers. Our show is edited and produced by our hosts Mike DeStacy, Greg Lichtag, and Andy Vargas. You can find us on social media at First Issue Club, and you can join the supporters who keep our humble podcast going on our Patreon at patreon.com/firstissueclub.